I was young too in the past. I remember being super young thinking, well, sure, I'm married to Cookie over here. This is Cookie. I married her. And this is how you know when you're doing it, right? This is how brothers do it. They go beat the hoe and have sex with her, right? And then as soon as the sex is over, they go, yeah, you know, you're my wife now. Yeah. Yeah, we married. Oh, yeah, I see I'm Israelite. He's right here on my shoulder. And the hoe go, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, my name is actually Bakar, and we married now because sex is marriage in the Bible. And the hoe goes, I don't know what the hell you talking about, Timothy. And you go, you don't want to be married to me? All right, then. All right. I tried to tell you. Who are you fooling, man? Who do you think you fooling? God? The Lord sees what you did. The Lord sees that you knew this woman would not stay with you. And so you just tell her you're an Israelite after you have sex, knowing that she is not a woman that will ever be an Israelite and will respect it. And so you know she's going to leave you. And let me tell you what some of you dummies don't know. Some of those hoes, you're going to say, yeah, I'm an Israelite. She's going to go, really? What is that about? Tell me all about it, because I'm staying with you and I'm keying your car and I'm cutting all your clothes up and you're my husband. And that's, you're going to be like, what? You staying? That's going to shock you. Because that whole Cookie going to be like, you an Israelite? What is that? You know what? I'm staying with you. Tell your other wife about me. Matter of fact, I'll call her. I'm going to tell your other wife about me because you married Cookie today. When am I getting my Hebrew name? When am I getting this? And the Cookie is going to stay with you. And call your other wife on the phone and tell her that now you married the Cookie, you're waiting on your Hebrew name, and you're going to go, damn, this ain't what I thought I was getting myself into.
Big priest.
Con. All right, man, set him up, man. Oh my goodness, big priest. I know y'all got the national convention going on, man. We got to touch the three. You know what I mean? And I won't get a hold of God's unchanging hand because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped get out the island. Glory be to God. Hallelujah. Shana de la Bosa, shut up on a Honda. Help me, Jesus.
Hey, Pastor, man, cut out all that foolishness, man. Get up off your daggone knees, man.
Oh, man, big priest, where's my shoe? Where's my shoe? Big priest, you are something. I guess you're okay with Trump being in office, huh? You're gonna learn today. God don't care about your vote out. Not my Jesus. He gonna want me to stay 10 toes down. That's right, on Tuesday, November 5th. To God be the glory.
Well, Jesus is not God, man, but he is the only one that we're supposed to set over us. But you choose to prove time and time again that you got no king but Caesar.
If you don't do something there, that last Caesar is going to be a tyrant. And you heard him say this is going to be the last election. That daggone stage assassination is going to make him a martyr. You see the people wearing bandages on the air. Oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus, touch the minds of the people, Lord God. To take the bandages off the ears and give them ears to hear, Lord God. Touch Biden's mind. I rebuke Alzheimer's. I rebuke the trick of the enemy. I rebuke...
Pastor, man, you got to go. Man, God ain't hearing your prayers, and I ain't trying to hear that either, man. And as for y'all, man, y'all check out Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15, man. We ain't supposed to be setting no stranger over us. And our king's supposed to be of our own nation, a righteous man. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be out here choosing no lesser of two evils. God don't want us to choose any evil. Get in class, ISUPK online, or check us out, Wilmington, Delaware, 1232 North King Street, or in Smyrna, Delaware, 202 North DuPont Highway, man. Shalom.
Hey, clap it up, clap it up. All right, that Officer Azar War holding it down for the skits. Big Priest got a lot of good stuff going on. So this is the Tuesday, Brotherhood class live before the nation. I'll be holding it down for Officer Tazayat until he gets here. For those of you not familiar, this is the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, and we have been called to teach the so-called Black, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native American people that we are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And with teaching Blacks and Hispanics that we're the lost sheep of the house of Israel, here in the ISUPK, we give instruction, We give solution to problems. And we also identify those who are actually our enemies and who are actually trying to bamboozle us and trick us. And we point out things like the state of black people. So if I could, one of the brothers in the class, if you got a mic, in one word, what would you say the state of black people is? Like in one word right now, and just make sure the mic is on. Is it? I think you.
Nah. Docile.
That's a good one because the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man has been made docile. They've taken away and stolen, you know, our masculinity and made it something bad. They've said that you know, that it's toxic masculinity. And in the scriptures, it says God is a man of war. That sounds masculine as hell to me. So it's okay to not be docile when something is going wrong, to fight against it. Aunt, you had a comment. So what word would you use to describe the state of black people? Oppressed. Oppressed. That's an excellent one. And we are oppressed. And, you know, as we look out over these next coming months, you're going to see a lot of people, you know, on their votes being galvanized to go ahead and vote for people who don't care about us. And over the last, you know, 400 years, this oppressor has been a successful snake in luring us in and just, you know, devouring us every single time. I don't know if brothers are too young to remember the Jungle Book. You remember the snake that was to Mowgli was like, trust in me. And he would just sing to Mowgli and try to get him to trust him. And his overall goal was just to devour him. And, you know, as we were talking about in the class Saturday, our Sabbath service, that's all that black people are, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are in this country. Our life is a pastime, and that says it in the scriptures as well. And for the sake of time, you know, I won't go too deep into that, but if somebody could, if I could get Deuteronomy 28 and 32, because I want to show, you know, what our disposition was, or what our, you know, the state of black people was, you know, even in the past. Because right now we're saying the black man is docile. Right now we're saying we are oppressed, which is all true. And it's been happening, you know, in this country for the last 400 years. But for some reason, we believe that Kamala Harris can help and change that. She could save that. So let's go ahead and get it. Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So this is talking about the Israelites. And, you know, the Lord had told us, or is telling us in these verses in the past, that our sons and daughters, if we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, would be given into another people. Continue.
And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them.
So our eyes are going to look for them, but we aren't going to find them because they'll be sold to different places in the United States, different places across the globe, because we were spread, you know, across the four corners of the earth. And, you know, with that happening to us, we can see that oppressor did something completely horrible to us. And till this day, we are under this oppressor. But there's not a nation on this country, on this earth, that has had to deal with what we've dealt with from an oppressor and then continue to live under them. And then on top of it, be in a situation where we have to trust that oppressor, which is our enemy for everything. If we could get Daniel 9 and 12, because a lot of people will say, you know, get over it. A lot of people will say, well, we have, you know, new things that are happening in this country. And this is the Brotherhood class. So we have to realize it is unbrotherly to forget what our ancestors went through. It's unbrotherly to go ahead and join this oppressor, which is our enemy, and do what they want us to do when it's the exact opposite of good for us. So I want to read what the Most High had to say about our trials and tribulations that happened during that time and even until today. And that's Daniel 9 and verse 12, I believe. Salakia, let me, if you could get, read it for me and see if that's it. Let me see, Daniel 9.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 12. And he have confirmed his word, which he speak against us.
So the Most High had spoken against us. So even what we heard about the curses of our children being sold, even that we've heard about, serving an enemy and want of nakedness and hunger and for everything. This is what the Most High has to say about that.
And against our judges that judged us by bringing up us a great evil.
So the Most High brought a great evil against us for us sinning against him and not following his law, statutes, and commandments. Continue.
For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
So there's nothing under the sun, under the whole heaven, that's been done as horrible as has been done to us. And it was done by people who rule over us till this day and who expect us to vote for them and who expect us to serve them at every whim, who would like us to, smile, sing, and dance, even though they're terrorizing us in every facet of life. And a lot of our problems are from their cause. If I could, we could drop down to, let me see. Let me get Zechariah 11:5. Because we see there's a lot of things going on. But before we get to Zechariah 11:5, I just want to read some things because they're going to ask us to vote. Kamala Harris is acting like she can make a change for Black people. President Trump is acting like he can make a change for Black people. But what has been happening for the last 50 years, the last 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years? The same things. Since 1960, our condition has worsened in this country. So I'm gonna read some stats and a little bit of some articles, and you tell me if you think as a person, and this is for the people who are outside of this school, because in the ISUPK, we already know that our oppressor is not going to be our savior. That, some East Indian or some red-faced oppressor is not going to be the one that's going to be able to save us, from the very thing that they put on us, because we're living under this oppressor as a punishment. This is not something that we can change with voting. You can't vote away the curses that the Most High, has bestowed upon us. So let me see. Let me go ahead and get some of that. So this is a article, because right now in every single facet of life, we are facing terror. But Kamala Harris was in office with Joe Biden as the vice president, but things haven't got better. This is homelessness in our country. It says most minority groups, especially African Americans and indigenous people, experience homelessness at a higher rate than whites, largely due to long-standing historical and structural racism. Now, this is a problem that has been long-standing. How many presidents have we had since we've been freed that could have, fixed this problem? So as a person who wants to vote, do you actually believe that a long-standing problem caused by racism and white supremacy is going to be solved by somebody who has ties to white supremacists, or a person whose ancestor, which is Kamala Harris's great-grandfather or grandfather rather, or I believe it's her grandfather, is tied to plantations? It's even reported allegedly that she was keeping Black men past their sentencing. And we expect her to solve our problems. Let me get another one. So that's homelessness. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Donald Trump have done nothing about it. Donald Trump was the president. Has homelessness increased for Black people or decreased? It's increased while they were both in office. But we think that we can vote for them and make a change. Let me read incarceration. So far we got homelessness. Let's read about jail, because America is compared in the scriptures to spiritual Sodom and Egypt. And Egypt is bondage. So right now, Black men are incarcerated at an overwhelming and disproportionate rate in this country. Joe Biden was a part of doing that. But we're gonna vote for somebody who was in office with him, somebody who sat along with him while he didn't solve the problem, who actually helped hurt Black people. It says incarceration. The racial disparity in incarceration rates has continuously worsened. There it is right there. It's continuously worsened. But we're going to vote for somebody who is in office while it's getting worse. I don't see, why we would vote for somebody if it's going to continue to get worse. Because the last time I checked, there's not a overwhelming number of East Indians that go vote. but they have stores and shops. They come over here, they don't pay taxes, and they're doing well. I see a large number of Asians who are able to, have their own shops. They don't pay taxes as well. They bring their families over here. They have houses, and they suffer far less than we do. But we think that voting can change it. But this is the Brotherhood class. And somebody can get me Zephaniah 2:1, because that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on each other. And while you get that verse, let me just go ahead and check the chat real quick. Slovakia, let me see. We got Just Art and Paint in the building. Shalom, sis. We got Yakar, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Al-Thum by Shem Yahushai. That's the rib of priest and officer Rawam. And they are checking in from the road. Let me see. Slovakia, let me go down. Right, we got Crystal G. Shalom, sis. We got, let's see who else we got. And I'm not going to go through everybody, but the water for checking in. We got LB, Shalom, and we got Chastity, Lindsay, Shalom. So the verse I wanted, if we could get that real quick.
I don't want to come. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired.
So in every single facet of life, we're suffering. In every single facet of life, we're not desired. And the Most High is telling us to gather ourselves together. That's how you stay protected. Because at the end of the day, brotherhood can conquer a lot of what the enemy is putting on us. It's a lot, yes, sir. You ready to? All right. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pass the class over to priest and officer Tazayada. Yeah, we don't lie. Why you don't stop?
I didn't see anything over there. No cap. Hey.
Oh, why?
Oh, you did the other joint?
Yeah.
All right, cool. No sweat. What's going on, man? See everybody up in here? See? Okay. All right. Got the shades on and everything. That's what's up. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Kohal, select me. Can you get some strong in the back? One of them the mat Fs. Yeah, in the back. No, the mat F. One of them, yeah. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing out there? You know what I'm saying? The priest also 5,000 times a yard, man. You know, it's been a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I've been up here, man. Able to get up here, man. You know, will allow me to get up here because slavery is slacked up a little bit, so it's a good thing. Able to get in and be able to teach brothers about brotherhood. This is something that brought me into the truth, brotherhood. You know, brotherhood is something that every brother out here is searching for. That's why every brother want to go and be a part of a clique or a gang, or that's why, yeah, be a part of a clique or a gang or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To be amongst brothers. Well, inside them cliques and gangs, there's all types of evils and wickedness inside them groups. Where the Lord finally showed me a place where I was able to get brotherhood without no wickedness, without brothers hating one another. You know what I'm saying? That was something that intrigued me when I first came into the truth. You understand? When I first seen, Captain Mashak about it. Captain Mashak, you know what I'm saying? He was teaching class, and not only Captain Mashak, when I seen Captain Cesario and then Captain Kahan. Now I'm gonna go back, it was someone who was officer before they came captain though, but when I seen these brothers, how they were teaching and how they were dealing with brothers on the streets and on the corner with brotherhood, it intrigued me. And then when I came into Philadelphia area, I saw Captain Nakar, he was teaching, man. I did on 15 and Chestnut. He was out there teaching on a Friday at Shalom. And, that really got me, you know what I'm saying, to the point where I wanted to be in the place where I was able to experience this type of brotherhood. Understand? So, we are going to talk about, topic tonight about, brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? The blueprint is in the Bible. How we can have brotherhood amongst our people. I mean, of course, it's in ISUPK, right? But we want to expand this. ISUPK is like the concrete, the foundation that we have to build off of to expand it to our people. And, the issue is what's going on now. We have to put it out there. We have to put it out there by brothers coming into the truth, and we got to put in work, and we got to get on these corners. We got to do these food drives. We got to help our brothers and sisters in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Prison program. These are all the things that we are showing for, to help out brothers and sisters in their time of need. You understand? Like these food drives that we do, that's a big thing. The clothing drive. We showing that we care about our people. And Christ did the same thing. He gave his life for his people. And he required his disciples to go out there to do it as well. To go out there and wake his brothers and sisters up, to tell them that the kingdom is at hand. You know what I'm saying? And we want this kingdom to change. We want this kingdom to fall. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do something as far as, how we deal with each other. We're gonna have to fix in-house first. We can't worry about all the other races of people. We have to worry about us first. We have to worry about the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. That's the first thing we have to do. And we'll get into it. If any brother got you gonna have to take that thing off the AC mode and put it on heat. Yeah, that's how it's gonna blow out air. If you do anything else, it's gonna come on. If so, then just turn it off. Turn it off, sir. Yeah. All right. If brother could get into the top of the night. You make announcements or anything like that? Let everybody know what's going on in the beginning, like the cookout, things like that in New York. Or you do it in? All right. All right, cool. Let me get my notes. All right. So tonight's topic, like I said, man, the Bible is the blueprint for brotherhood. Our people just have to follow it. Our people haven't been following it because our people have been led and taught by people who, leaders who love America. Leaders that want you to go vote for Kamala Harris, want you to go vote for Donald Trump, want you to go and, be every little disgusting thing in America. That was the leadership that failed us, want us to do. And by doing that, it's failing us because it's not really keeping a bond or a brotherhood in our community. You know what I'm saying? It's really dividing us. It's separating us even further. You know what I'm saying? So let's get Romans. Lock in one sec. We get a book of Romans 15 and 4, Bubba Kashaw. What's your name?
Ant.
Huh? Ant? You know what I mean? Ant? All right, cool. Yeah, man. Can you read that for me, Bubba Kashaw?
I don't want to. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. That
right.
we...
Hold on, stop right there. Just read it again. Say it again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Was written for our learning, right? Well, guess what? In this Bible here, right? There are things that are written for our learning. That was written aforetime for our learning. It's a blueprint that tells us how we should conduct amongst each other. You understand? And it's in the Bible. It's not taught in a Christian church. That wasn't taught in the Christian church. It's not taught in your, Muslim mosque. It's not taught in none of these things. It's only going to be taught right here in the ISUPK on the Commander Junior Hunter. And this is the first time somebody went in depth with it when I came into the school. You understand? Only thing the Christian church was teaching us, it wasn't about brotherhood. It was about, prosperity. It was about, giving your time money up, giving your hard-earned money up. The Lord looking at you. He wants you to give up your best. You understand? And so you can get your worldly gifts. It wasn't talking about bringing a nation as Black, Hispanic, and everybody. It wasn't telling us. The Christian leaders wasn't teaching us to basically come back and fix ourselves. I didn't learn that I didn't learn that until I got in ISUPK. And it intrigued me because the simple fact that seeing your people out here struggling every day, seeing your people on drugs, seeing your people, getting murdered and getting killed because of a block, because they want to sell drugs on the block, seeing your people dying on overdose on drugs, you know what I'm saying? That got to me. I want to know why. I wanted to know why my people are suffering down like they are by the dozens, by the millions. Why are we always on the news? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we go and have a nice function outside without having beef amongst one another? I wanted that. I was looking for that. I was looking for a place where I can just dwell in that. And the problem was, you know what I'm saying, you didn't find a Christian church. It was always some kind of mess going on in a Christian church. If it wasn't the sisters out there trying to deal with a pastor, if it wasn't the sister talking about everybody, you know what I'm saying, it was always mess. If it wasn't for, you hear some kind of news that somebody's taking money out of the collection plate, something going on. You know what I'm saying? But not in this place in ISUPK. They show something totally different, which that grasped my attention. You know what I'm saying? And that was the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Read that again for me. 15:4.
I don't want to. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
It was written for our learning. So we should be learning how this Bible is going to show us and give us the information of how we can build a nation off of brotherhood. Now, World War III is around the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's around the corner. And by being around the corner, our people going to have extreme brotherhood. And guess what the cornerstone is going to be? Guess what the foundation is going to be when our people are looking for it? It's going to be ready in ISUPK. The Lord is setting up foundation in every major city across the nation. You know why? They're going to have some order. They're going to have brothers who are able to show brotherhood, who are able to handle the problem, who are able to control the situation. You understand? And I have to find out, you're going to have brothers who are trained for this. You understand? And the brothers like myself was taught. We came in class and we was taught. You understand? We was taught how to deal with the situation, how to deal with people, how to deal with our people problems and whatnot. Give them good counsel. You know what I'm saying? That's young give good counsel down there. You know what I'm saying? In South. Delaware South School. We're all giving good counsel. These are all now listen, that young got a title of 1,000, right? Guess what? He's gonna be in charge of 1,000 families if it break off. That's a big responsibility, you know. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have a extreme brotherhood, and he's gonna take care of that. You know why? Because he's learning. Just like every other brother who comes to class is learning. But the things was written aforetime. It was here for our learning. And not for everyone though. It was here for the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You understand? Keep going.
I don't want to. That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. And through this, man, we gotta have what? Read again.
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. These scriptures right here is really gonna get us through what we need to get through. You know what I'm saying? It's really gonna keep the brotherhood and bond together intact. This is what is gonna help us fight against, you know what I'm saying, situations where, they can tear us apart. But in ISUPK, man, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? solid. But you know, brotherhood is very important. Brotherhood has always been important. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't gear ourselves to, you know, not wanting to have brotherhood. We got to gear ourselves to have brotherhood forever. You know what I'm saying? Christ had brotherhood forever. He was teaching us to have brotherhood forever. He was teaching us to have brotherhood in the good times and the bad times. You understand? And World War III is coming. They're gonna be a bad time for us. We're gonna have to get through it. We're not gonna get through it by us, you know what I'm saying, bringing our worldly goods to it. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell cares about, you know, having a fancy car or, you know what I'm saying, or having something fancy, gold chain, anything like that when you go in through hard times? Now this time we're gonna have to worry about securing the neighborhood, securing food, securing water, securing goods. And it's not gonna come by you, you know, think you like. Oh yeah, dude, yeah, it is kind of muggy in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, going on? Not much, man. But we can handle all these things in here too. And I'm gonna show you a couple of ways that we can handle things inside our community, and we can build off of, right? Now let's go to Matthew, the book of Matthew, right? Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Yeah, let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 15.
So
Right.
you said 18 and 15?
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Matthews, chapter 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault.
Right.
Between thee and him alone.
Mm-hmm.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Right. Let's read it again.
Moreover,
Mm-hmm.
if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
Stop. What that mean?
Like if he should do something you don't like, kind of, or not really that you don't like, really just something like not like righteous, kind of, I guess you could say, or something that's not really right.
All right. Let's say like I'm gonna say like, okay, let's say I took your car, right? And then all of a sudden I put a little scuff on it, but I ain't tell you, right? Now you got a nice Mercedes, right? I'm gonna use a nice fancy car, right? You know how brothers be like, nice fancy car, you know what I'm saying? And I scrape the side of it. They didn't tell you, right? And then you found out 2 days later, right? Will you be mad at me?
I don't want to come.
Yeah, you would definitely be mad at me, right? Right. It could be something like that. Something simple like that, right? Go ahead, read on.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Right. So basically, this is talking about going to council. So basically, like, you came to me, right? After you said, look, man, you scuffed my car up. You know what I'm saying? You messed my side of my car up, man. I need for you to, you know, help me out. What you gonna do about it? And if I ain't want to hear you, bro, I'm like, man, I ain't scuffed that car up. I ain't do none of those things. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like it's a trespass. Now there's an issue going on. Now you did right by coming to me. You did right by coming to me alone. Right? This is Christ showing us how we should be able to deal with our issues and how we should come to one another. What is the first thing? I'm gonna sidetrack for a second. What is the first thing that most people do when they got an issue or beef with someone?
Call them out on it.
Huh?
Either call them out on it or go to them.
No, think about it. What do they mostly do?
Talk about it.
Right. We talk about it. How they talk about it? How you know about this business?
Instagram.
What up? Instagram. What
Yeah,
up?
homie.
Yeah, what up?
Your girl, everybody. They just tell everybody basically.
Man, social media. Social media. Look, I got receipts. I'm gonna show you everything. I got everything. Right. So basically what I'm saying is, right, nowadays, man, this is not taught. This is part of the blueprint that should be incorporated in our community, but it's not taught like this. Why you think you see so many millions of fights that's going on, and you on YouTube and you see brothers and sisters fighting at Walmart, fighting at cookouts, fighting at picnics? You know what I'm saying? Trying to run each other over with cars. All this right here because they want to put it on social media. It blows out. Now you have somebody going and say, well, you know, such and such did this too. Such and such did this too. Building up the animosity amongst one another. You know what I'm saying? This right here is how Christ was telling us how we should deal with the situation. This is how it's going to be done when the new kingdom is here. It's not going to be done like you see now. This is like what you see right now is going on right now is not the way that Christ is going to have it running his kingdom. You understand? You're not going to go and try to hate your brother. It's not going to be like you're going to go and run your brother down or try to kill him. Nah, it's not going down like that. You understand? You're going to follow the rules and regulations. This is a part of one of the blueprints of the rules and regulations that's going to be happening in the new kingdom when we get it. You're going to have to go to your brother. You're going to have to tell him what's going on. Go back to the scripture. Read 18 and 15.
Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever ye shall loose.
18, 15.
Salakia. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and
Between
him
what?
alone. Between thee.
Not Facebook, right? Now, you
No.
don't say Instagram, do it.
You say between thee.
Right. So they had the car situation. So now you come tell me the situation. All right, you came to me first, right? You ain't blasted on Instagram. You ain't do all that. You know what happened when you do that? When you blast it on Instagram, when you blast it, you basically, you know, you going to enrage. You're going to build up the animosity. You're going to cause issues. You understand? Go ahead.
Could you pair that analogy with how you scratched up the car and you just said you didn't do anything? Could you pair that with the scripture that say, like, when your brother do something evil to you and say, I was just playing?
Say that one more time.
All right, so I was trying to find that scripture, but it's a scripture that, like, when your brother does something evil to you, but he'll be like, I'm just playing, basically.
Oh, you talking about just like a joke?
I think so, yeah.
Nah, this ain't no joke. This real life.
But I'm saying, like, could you pair that to it? Like, say you was to, like, be like, oh, man, I was just playing. You feel me? Like kind of like. Okay.
Well, if I damage your car, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you be playing with it.
Yeah.
I don't think you gonna be playing with me. This is serious matter. This talking about like deductibles.
Yeah.
This talking about insurance may go
like
up.
Serious
this
issues.
is serious issue. You come to me with a serious issue. I'll trespass against you. You come to me with a serious issue, so you trying to, handle this situation to man. You ain't trying to, get the police involved. We all seen what happened when you get the police involved with situations. Brothers and sisters die for our sisters and brothers calling police to trying to get them to come do something to rectify the situation. You know what I'm saying? Police is trying to kill our people. Well, unalive our people. You know what I'm saying? We've seen so many cases, man. We thought George Floyd is going to be the last case, right? You know what I'm saying? The one with the knee in the back, in the neck, the George Floyd in Minnesota.
I don't want to come.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be the last cop to put a knee in the back of her neck, suffocate someone. We just seen another one. You know what I'm saying? These situations constantly happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But we had situations going on, such as talking about this car situation, man. Nah, man. There's no laughing matter in this. You coming to me as a sincere brother. You know what I'm saying? And for me to push you off like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? That's me saying, man, whatever. Like your concern and burden doesn't concern me. You know what I'm saying? But even if I did it, it's like I'm like, whatever. It's really making you mad to the point where you can see brothers and sisters. You see the result of things when somebody come and try to talk to someone. You see the results of this on Facebook. You see somebody. I go to Facebook or go somewhere, man. You see people want to fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, man, half of them problems is no one talk about the issue to talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Half of this is on Instagram, and not only that, when you start talking on Instagram, you got other people in here boosting it up,
chiming in,
yeah. How do you say up here? Spice it up. It's time to spice it up, And when he spice it up like that, that's when you start getting murders, stabbings, prison time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it, man. The outcome of things. You got a mom that might got 3 kids. She get in a fight, she might die. And then the other woman that in the same situation with 3 kids, she go to jail. Now these kids going to foster care. And you know what going to foster care? These kids are here getting all types of this misconduct going on with them. You understand? But on this situation right here, like I'm trying to say, like I can't. When Christ come back, it's no laughing matter. It's like if you have an issue with a brother, you should go to him, right? Based on what I'm trying to say. You got an issue with a brother, you should go to him. You shouldn't have to hold it in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's an issue. It's a problem. It can get you to the point where you want to get mad, you want to get upset, you want to fight. We can't fight each other here, man. We got to work through these problems. And that's what we're talking about, bringing the witnesses and stuff. The witnesses come into play. Your witness say, yo, the car wasn't like that when you had it. This is us going to a council. Keep going. Bro, you gotta open that door. It's locked.
But if he will not hear thee.
But what?
But if he will not hear thee.
But if he will not hear thee.
Then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Right. That's a key word. What I mean that if he would not hear thee.
If he's not really like listening to what you're saying, like
right.
you saying, he just not picking up on it.
Right. He not listening to you. Like, man, get that shit out of get out of my face with that, bro. All right. Yeah, this is talking about when we go into a council now. But Christian church don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Muslim mosque doesn't do that. They don't give you, you know what I'm saying, a council, how to handle things. Only in the UPK, man, they got a thorough council. General Muhammad get a great council. Captain Zaria get a great council. Captain Mashak get a good council. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you can solve the issue, you know what I'm saying, and have a good judgment on the whole thing. Keep going.
And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
Now this is now listen. Now we got a little mini council. We went through trying to talk about it, trying to bring him us 2 or 3 witnesses. And he still don't want to hear this. He like, man, whatever, man. I ain't trying to hear y'all none of this. Now this is now saying we're gonna bring it so everyone can hear it. The whole body, the whole congregation, everyone that can be on the council is here. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna hear this whole matter. Keep going.
But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen.
As a what?
As an heathen.
This is how we're gonna deal with it. This is how we're gonna deal with when Christ come back. You know what I'm saying? This is how we're gonna deal with it now. We're gonna deal with it as you not listening to us, you not listening to the church, you not listening to the congregation. All right, go on about your business, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on about your business. We can't have loose ends, man. We trying to build something. We trying to build a kingdom. We trying to make sure that this kingdom is ready. I mean, it's like this nation is ready when Christ comes back. You understand? Let's talk about inside Revelation, talking about the bridegroom. Prepare the bride for the bridegroom. We trying to prepare. We trying to get prepared. So when the bridegroom is ready, we be ready. You know what I'm saying? But the issue comes in, as us, we do as a people, as a nation, do we want it as bad? You know what I'm saying? Do we want it? Or do we want to still be here, waiting for Smokey Joe to give us reparations? We want to wait for Kamala Harris to give us reparations. We want to wait for Kamala Harris to give us another some type of stimulus check. Or Donald Trump give us some type of stimulus check. We want to wait on that, or can we fix it in-house? You know what I'm saying? That's the blueprint. Christ gave us the blueprint on how to fix things in-house. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bloods and the Crips, man, it's probably a small little issue they can fix, and then that's saying no, all that problems can be solved. But the thing about it is, our people just got a lot of pride. People got a lot of pride. Pride is really killing our people as far as us being squash beef, squash things, because we don't want to let things go. We don't want to solve the issue. You know what I'm saying? What is it? That's like the Bloods and the Crips, like they fighting over old beef between two guys like 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Like, you can't let that squabble, like, you can't let that go. You carrying on the beef from two other guys. That's crazy. And a lot of these groups or organizations, man, like, like the fake Israelite groups, man, when they got an issue, what do? They go make videos on YouTube. They go make videos on YouTube and talk about their issues and problems. Instead of them solving the problems amongst each other. They do not follow this right here. This is something that help establish a nation and keep a nation at whole. Is about us dealing with each other, especially if I have something that I trespass against you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could, I'm just going. I was letting you know that the sign-in sheet is about to go into the chat, so I'm about to drop that in the chat for people who signed in for the class.
Hey, what's going on?
Give it like 3 seconds.
Let me know if anything. People saying anything in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of people in here. Yeah, we got the sign-in sheet, so you're able to, put your name in. You know what I'm saying? Put your name in, the city you from, sign-in sheet, get attendance, especially you trying to do them 90 days to get their Hebrew name, So that's coming down. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So we got that. So we got to understand this is part of one of the pieces of the blueprint that we have to do. You know what I'm saying? Go to Leviticus. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Go to book of Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19. Mm-hmm. Go 19:17.
I don't want con.
Hold on. Before you go do that, go to the book of Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You know what I'm saying? The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. It's another thing too that we're gonna have to have, when we have brotherhood and we bring brotherhood to our nation as a people. It's another thing we're gonna have to have. You understand? It's very important. You got a book of Deuteronomy?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel.
Who?
Israel.
Mm-hmm. Who Israel?
The 12 sons of Jacob.
All right. The nation of Israel, go ahead.
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Now, it's giving you a specific group of people. It's telling you, what do the Lord thy God require of thee? And they don't say everybody do it. It don't say Esau. It don't say, You don't say Elam. They don't say none of that. They say Israel, right?
Con.
So they don't mention everybody. Keep going.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Man, stop. Do what?
Fear the Lord thy God.
That's another part that we need in our brotherhood. Fearing the Lord our God. To the point where we feel like if I trespass you, if I do something you wrong, that I would have to worry about the Lord doing something to me. Fearing the Lord. Most of our brothers is now they don't fear God. They don't fear God. They don't fear God whatsoever. They don't feel the repercussion of their actions. They just do. You understand? And that's another key point when you're having the blueprint of trying to have brotherhood. It has to be fear of God in the nation. You understand? And as a total, as a whole, our people don't fear God. It's only in the IGBK when we fear God. We fear God. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
To walk in all his ways.
Do what?
Walk in all his ways.
To walk in some of them, right? You see some or all?
All.
All his ways.
His
keep
ways.
Going. Right. Keep going.
And to love him.
And to what?
And to love him.
Mm-hmm.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Mm-hmm.
To keep the commandments. Verse 13, Slakia. Verse 13. To keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I commanded thee this day for thy good.
For the what?
For thy good.
For the what?
For thy good.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to have, the law, statutes, and commandments, and to fear the Lord, and to serve him with all thy soul. You know what I'm saying? With all thy heart. What that mean by heart?
Your minds.
Right, your mind. You got to be thinking about the Lord 24/7. The hell with the slavery. Worry about the Lord. Worry about how you can fix your people. Worry about how you can bring more brotherhood in the state of Delaware.
That's right.
How you can bring more brotherhood inside of, show more brotherhood, show more brotherhood in Delaware. To show more brotherhood in DC, Philly. Show more brotherhood in New York. To show more brotherhood in your neighborhood that needs brotherhood.
That's right.
You understand? Figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about anything else. It's good. It's good when you do that. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord wants you to do that for Israel. You know what I'm saying? The Black, Hispanic, and American Indian. That's what we have to do. That's a part of the blueprint, man. We can't get around it. Your Christian leaders took away the laws, statutes, commandments out of our community by not teaching us this. He telling them, the law done away with. The Lord not require you, to do certain things anymore. That's the Old Testament. We're in the New Testament now. We do this right here now, but they require you to pay tithes, which is in the Old Testament, which is a law, But they tell you the law done away with, though. It's crazy, right? That don't make sense. They call all like, yeah, Tazi, yeah. Go ahead. You got something else you want to say?
Yes, go ahead.
Or
they'll tell you you only got a problem with some of them.
Yeah, you want to, right. Some say that now. Look, you gotta, Christ told us, man, we gotta worry about, the wolves out there, paraphrase, you know what I'm saying? And sheep clothing. Like, we gotta worry about no pastors, man. No pastor can say anything to do anything to make sure they get your big mama check first of the month. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get her to to buy some of this miracle water. You drink some of this miracle water, it's gonna bless you. You're gonna get $1,000 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah, but you see that commercial? You see that commercial though? I mean, Benny Hinn and all those. How they was like trying to get you to buy a miracle water or something like that for. They would have got some water from Walmart or the neighborhood grocery store. Set it up here and sold it for $20. $20 a bottle. They said take one capful every day. Come on, man. Maybe I'm just showing my age though. I don't know, man. You know, when I grew up, man, listen. Sidebar. When I grew up, man, listen. At 12 o'clock, right? Either you hear the boo, you know what I'm saying? You heard that. You know, that means that it's no more television. Nothing else is coming on, right? For a while. And then later on, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it was like info commercial. Or they might put like, you know, Christian pastors up there. And they sold miracle water or they sold some type of, you know, something very odd. And guess what? They was getting donations because they believed that water was able to change their life. You know what I'm saying? But maybe just me. You know what I'm saying? I used to come in, I might have came in at 2, you know what I'm saying? Stayed up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when I saw it. Before they start changing things over, and you start seeing cable and you start seeing the late night, the MTV and all that stuff. But before then, bro, nah. You saw that. And people was up waiting for it. You know what I'm saying? They were like, yo, you gotta. But they had a toll-free number down the bottom. That 1-800 number down the bottom. And you had the phone. You know what I'm saying? The spin dial on it. I'm just showing my age a little bit, all right? So like, you know, it's like it. But yeah, man. What's going on, man? Let's see. What we got going on, Paul? You got anything going on?
We got Isaiah War in the chat.
Isaiah War in the building. Go ahead. Who was in the building?
We got Chastity. She said concert, something that you had said earlier.
Oh, yeah? What I say? That's what I say.
We got Shara.
Uh-huh.
We got Jack. We got Nine.
All right. Big shout outs. All right, big shout out everybody, you know what I'm saying? Water for y'all tuning in, you know what I'm saying, to this Brotherhood class. Brotherhood class is once again is a very, very important topic. You know what I'm saying? If I offend y'all as young men, pull me to the side. You know what I'm saying? You don't mind what rank it is. You pull them to the side, brother. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? This go for the sisters too. Y'all sisters don't be having this bottle all up and y'all be like, oh, I can't stand her. Hey, shalom, sis. How you doing? Yeah, I like your hair. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But sister offend you, pull her to the side. Pull her to the side. Can you imagine not doing that inside this body? What would we be? Great answer. I'll take it. Yeah, we might be the purple guys. What else will happen? We'll be just as Christian as Christian church. They don't do this. They don't follow the blueprint. They damn sure don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And they damn sure don't fear God. If they fear God, they would tell every homosexual, like, can I say that up here? Like, I can't say that.
Say what?
I'm like, I don't want to say that and get us in trouble. It's like that. It's like LGBTQ. Can I say that? All right, cool. The alphabets. They don't tell the alphabets, you know what I'm saying, they need to change their life. You know, they don't tell them that. You're not gonna tell them that. Nah. You're not gonna tell the alphabet that, you know, the Most High don't is frowned upon them in this alternative lifestyle that they're doing. You're not gonna tell them that. You know what I'm saying? And here we're telling them, like, sis, you can't do that. The Lord frowned upon it. And that's brotherhood. That's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Being able to have a face. I'm talking about your face just be this is how they be mean mugging you. You mean mugging them back. And nah, sis, you can't do it. Nah, sis, you can't do that. Nah, brother, you can't do that. Lord frown upon that. Thus saith the Lord. You can't do that. That's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That's what we have to build. That's our light that we got. We shining right now. You understand? We don't let our light just be underneath the bed and be darkness. You know what I'm saying? We want our light to shine. And everybody in that, I've seen that light. I've seen that light with that brother. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's get 1 John 4:20. First John 4:20.
This is the book of 1 John 4:20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He's a what?
He is a liar.
Who that sound like? Who that sound like?
Christians today.
Yeah. I'm gonna break it down and get it to the T. That's the Christian pastor. That's your Christian leader. They sit around here all the time and say, man, I love God. Thank you. I love you. Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he have not seen?
Man, this is heavy, man. When I heard this scripture right here, man, I was like, dang, that's crazy. I never was taught this before until I got a UPK. You know what I'm saying? Captain Shot, man, listen. Big shout out to Captain Shot. Captain Shot, Brotherhood Class back in the day. Listen, I'm going to tell you, man. Back in the day, how you had to get on Kohol to the school, man, you had a link you had to get in. You had to do certain things. But when you got into that link and that link worked perfectly fine, man, Captain Shot, Brotherhood Class was amazing. It was just crazy how he was teaching, man. And it got my attention. Got my attention to the point, man, I was like, damn, I didn't want this to stop. And thank the Lord that we was able to get YouTube. We started getting on YouTube. Man, you was all them classes, man, that these brothers taught with the link and stuff, man, and we were able to get these classes back up. These classes was amazing. They're like classics. You know what I'm saying? But the way we doing things now is a lot better. You know, it's more efficient. People, brothers and sisters that's not in UPK able to check it out. You know? Is able to check it out, able to go back and revisit it, watch these videos over and over again. You know what I'm saying? But these videos are classic. Captain Cesario, classic. General Hyman, you know what I'm saying? General Yohana. These videos back in the day was very classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watch a lot of those. They do give you some good pointers.
Good pointers
on everything.
Right, good pointers on it, man. And these things right here goes on. These things go and and help you out as far as you dealing with your situation as well. You know what I'm saying? What? Good. Yep. So like we gotta get a thermostat. We gotta get a thermostat. ASAP. Like you gotta get a thermostat. Yeah, man. How can you a pastor right here say he loved God? You know, who he haven't seen. And you know what I'm saying? And then hated his brother. That who he have seen. You know what I'm saying? You see a brother every day, you know what I'm saying, going through his issue, sister going through that issue. These pastors don't even like stop, you know, and find out what's going on. Now on Sunday when they got the mega church and they got the, you know, that little spot on television, they're gonna make like everything's all good. But do you think they stop out that time to, you know, really deal with the brothers and sisters on the street? And they see these brothers and sisters on the street. Nah, they don't even live in the community. You know what I'm saying? They no different than what the East Indians and the Chinese people do, they come into our hood to take out what money they can get out of there, and they take it back to their luxurious house, the gated community, their big houses. You know what I'm saying? They over there eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, pork, or the finest of the fine. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing. They're not worrying about their everyday life. They're not worrying about that sister who can't get her lights turned, keep her lights on. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because that sister, you know why that sister can't pay her lights? Because they made her, when she went to church on Sunday, give a little bit more. Because God loves you. If you want that big breakthrough in your life, give an extra $100. That extra $100 is what she need to pay her light bill. But what happened? She can't pay it. Go ahead.
So like what you said is so heavy. I experienced that firsthand with one of my cousins. He was a twin cousin, and he used to preach when we first went down to Florida. And we was at they used to have like what you call tent revivals.
Right.
At the revival, he was like going around, trying to get money from everybody. And then he asked one of my homeboys. He was like, because he was like supposed to be the treasurer. He was like, "How much do we got?" He told him how much he had, right? And then he was like, he know that he didn't hit his mark. So he started going around. He'd be like, "Sister, he'll go to a sister and be like, 'Hey, you got some money. The Lord told me you got some money.' And she'd be like, I got $10 to my name." And he'll be like, "Give it to me. The Lord God bless you." And that lady would give him her last $10, and he would take it.
Right.
He would take the last $10.
Right. And when he take that last $10, he don't care about that stuff. That might be the $10 she needs for bus fare. That might be the $10. It's like, my hand. Oh, my bad. My bad.
She can eat noodles. All right.
Yeah, it's like, how you doing this, baby? It's like, my bad, y'all. I'm used to fixing it.
Come on, you can just keep teaching. I'll
Go ahead and do your thing. My bad. I using my hands. So like, my bad. My bad. This thing's sensitive. My bad. I know, my bad. But listen, man. That might be her $10 to get her some food in the house for the kids. That might be her $10 that she need to put gas in the car to get her back and forth to work for at least until the check hit on Thursday. But that pastor don't care. That pastor don't have no brotherhood whatsoever. And then on top of that, right? Let's say that sister wanted to ask the church, the Christian church, for some money. You know what he gonna ask her? Paid any tithes, sis? Let me see you when the last time you paid any tithes. Sis, you ain't paid no tithes since 2012. We can't help you, sis. But she has paid when she had it. You know what I'm saying? She gave when she gave it. And that's the problem. That's the issue. And that type of brotherhood has spread it on our community to the point where our people are being more selfish. Our people don't. Go ahead. So like,
I'm talking to you.
Go ahead.
But what you're saying is heavy, right? Because it is like it's that is spreading. Like it's even spreading to like Israelite camps and stuff like that, where they're taking your money, but they're perverting like the gospel, like they're perverting Christ. Right. Now they're talking about Christ is the God of the Old Testament. He is the Father.
Right.
All the while they're taking your money, like you talking about like they're taking your money and stuff like that, but they doing it all the while perverting the whole damn Bible.
Right. Yeah, they do that. And that's the crazy thing, man. That's the crazy thing that gets me, man. That makes me upset because they do it and it spreads to our community. You know what I'm saying? And when it spreads to our community, like I said last week, they just sit around. We take things to another level. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing, the bad thing about it too, also, is when these sisters said, "Well, my pastor said, right? My pastor this, my pastor this, my pastor know Jesus, my pastor know God, my pastor told us that we got to do this, and it's gonna work out fine." But that's crazy because your pastor is leading you down a path that Only way you can be able to get out of there unless you get taught by the men of the Lord. That's here in ISUPK. Like, you gonna have to turn it around. Like, our people got to turn it around, and the only way we can turn it around by, you know, saying like I was saying earlier, but we gotta have fear for one thing. Then on top of that, we're gonna have to go deal with the issues amongst each other. We're gonna have to be in house. We're gonna have to, as brotherhood, we have to be selfish, right? The point to selfish, being so selfish that, you know what I'm saying, we're not even caring about what's going outside of this world right now. We gotta be selfish. We gotta fix in-house. You know what I'm saying? Get ourselves right. Let's be like the Chinese when the Chinese not voting, not give a damn about politics. Only thing they caring about is building Chinatowns. You know what I'm saying? What they can do in Chinatown. And how many more Chinese stores you can put in black neighborhoods? They take all the black money and bring it back into their neighborhoods so they can, you know, be prosperous and do all the other things amongst their people. You don't see them arguing. I guarantee it's someone there who is a leader. And the crazy thing about it is we have a leader now who's Commander General Hana, and he has Scream Brotherhood. Out of his brotherhood brought what you see now, what brought forth now. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We want to be here with Commander General Hana and then take lead and take charge and go on these corners to wake up other brothers and teach them brotherhood. You understand? It probably wouldn't have been, you know, Officer Taziana or Officer Thushion. You know what I'm saying? It probably wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, Mataza. It probably wouldn't have been none of that. If one man didn't go out there and you really, you know, stand on the corner and show extreme brotherhood, which attract other brothers. You understand? So let's get some more. Let's read it again. 1 John 4:20.
If a man say, I love God and hate of his brother, he is a liar.
He's a what?
He is a liar.
He's a liar. That's a Christian pastor right there. Keep going.
For he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
How can he love God who he haven't seen? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And when I heard this scripture in the ISUPK, man, I was like, damn. And when he broke it down to me, I'm like, damn, that's crazy too. Captain Shot broke this down for me. I remember his classes on Tuesday nights, man. I remember, but the problem, though, you know the little link that we had to do? Like, we had to get the link, and sometimes the link didn't work. It was crazy, man. Blog Talk or something like that. And then you had to wait for the link. And when you waited for the link, you had to click the link and you had to get in. But when you got in, and if it played clear, the classes was amazing. And we can get some of those classes back up. They'll be, you know what I'm saying, extremely amazing for brothers and sisters to have. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here. Let's go to Leviticus. Read Leviticus again. 19. Well, Leviticus 19 and 17. All right, we're just gonna go down, you know what I'm saying, talk about a couple of things. Like this whole Bible here, like written in Romans 15 and 4, things are written in 4 time here for our learning. Like these Bible scriptures is going to teach us how to have brotherhood amongst each other when we have a community or a nation in whole. And the problem is, you know, it's not being taught properly in our community because of your Christian leader. The Christian leader wants you to live the American lifestyle, the American culture, where the Lord don't want you to live that type of lifestyle. He wants you to live a culture that doesn't involve Christmas, it doesn't involve Valentine's Day, it doesn't involve you out there murdering your brother or hating your brother. You know what I'm saying? It involves you to talk situations out and have counsel and deal with it accordingly. You know what I'm saying? The way the UPK is doing it. Got it in Leviticus 19 and 17.
All
right.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
and not suffer sin upon him.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing about it is, man, when you read that in the Christian church, you're like, see, that's my neighbor. You know, John over there and Bill, they're my neighbors, But this ain't talking about, that neighbor. It's only talking about the Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate your brother, man. You can't hate him. You can't hate your brother. Now, can you hate his ways? And certain things that he do that make you upset, and you can hate some of his ways. But hate him to the point where, you wish death on him, you wish something happened to him. You can't do that. You gotta make sure that your brother, you know what I'm saying, you gotta deal with your brother accordingly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was telling you earlier. You gotta go to your brother. You can't let it get to the point where you hate your brother. To the point what he did to you vex your spirit so bad that you gotta hate him. You don't want to deal with him no more. That's crazy. That's called separation. That's called division. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And here's a law. This is a law. A law that's telling us that we can't hate our brother. We can't wish the worst on him. We can't want something bad to happen to him. Who are we? You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with that. If you see a brother doing something wrong, you got to pull him to the side, like, yo, bro, what you doing, man, ain't right. It offends you. You know what I'm saying? That go for any brother in here. If any brother doing something wrong to you, you got to pull him to the side, let him know, man, look, man, what you did, man, wasn't right, man. I just want to let you know it offended me. You can't let it get to a point where, you are hating your brother, man, to the point where you want something bad to happen to him. The point where you want something crazy to happen to him. I can't wait till he trip and fall and break his leg and stuff. He think he know it all. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Have the courage and to go to that brother, man. Don't worry about his rank, man. He's a brother at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Go to him alone. Let him know what's going on. Let him know that he offended me, man. I'm just trying to let you know what's going on. If it got to go to council, man, just follow the steps. Then make sure the council be there, be heard. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's read it again. Leviticus 19 and 17.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. And not suffer sin upon him. Let me see. So I can go to the book of John 18. Book of John 13 and 15. Now we got a stream brotherhood in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Our brotherhood is top notch, top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Top of this society. It's top to the point where, us in here in the UPK, man, we're willing to do something. We're willing to do something, you understand, to make sure that we can get this kingdom ready, prepared, get it to the standards. So when Christ come back, he be like, "Damn, this is great." You understand? You got that?
I don't want to come. This is the book of John, chapter 13, verse 15. For I have given you an example.
Like, no, that's not it. Hold on. I think I might have put that down wrong. Hold on. It's like, No, that's not it. Hold on. It's like I'm trying to get the one about Give Me a Life. I think it's 18 and 15. I might have put it down wrong. To give it life for it's like Book of John 15 and 13. I wrote it backwards. It's like then the Book of John 15 and 13. It's like I wrote it back. I typed it wrong.
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants.
No, go back to 15 and 13. So like,
I don't want to. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Right. And we do this every Saturday when we go to camp. We go out there and wake our people up, get them the information they need, show them the Scream Brotherhood, give them food, give them clothes, and knowing that in the midst of all that, we can die. We can give our life, we can be giving our life up for the better good of waking up our people. You know what I'm saying? And dying at camp, man, it'd be nothing different than what Christ did when he died for us too. Trying to help his people out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? What do you think Matthias about? You know what I'm saying? Be at camp, man. You getting in, getting it on. You know what I'm saying? So your death might bring in 200,000 people. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Because the simple fact that, you know, you can be the one that really be that example and people see that you was out there doing good and what you was saying was right. They can change the minds or the concept of what people have now, what they perceive now, to the point where, you know, you can get people to come in. You know what I'm saying? Stop following. That doesn't mean thinking outside the box here, but it could happen. Don't take your death lightly, man. That'd be a glorious death. You know what I'm saying? You out there fighting the battle. You out there dealing with you talking about Islam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You out here talking about Rastafarianism. Now, that's him. He'll go. You know what I'm saying? He'll go. I've seen him go. He'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing we doing in the UPK, brother. We out here waking up brothers and sisters and showing extreme brotherhood to them by, you know, talking about their religions, by talking about their beliefs, by telling them, man, celebrating your birthday is wrong. You know, we are to harden our foreheads against theirs. We doing this every Saturday. Go ahead. You got something?
You tie that one kind of back, like, so I know, like, that's kind of saying, like, we telling them what they don't want to hear.
Yeah, you are going to tell them what you don't want to hear.
So can you kind of tie that back to Galatians 4 and 16?
Read that. Hold on, you said 4 and 16?
I don't want con. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Right. They gonna look at you like you're the enemy. You right. When you listen, once you get out there on the corners with us, when we be out there on the corners on the Saturdays, you'll see. Like when you telling her, hey man, it's wrong for you to celebrate birthdays. You know what I'm saying? You can't celebrate birthday. Why can't you celebrate birthday? You know, little T, his birthday coming up pretty soon. You know, I gotta get him that, you know, birthday cake and put candles up there. He need all the toys, you know. Yeah. They gonna look at you like you sideways. You know, not my Jesus. They gonna look at you sideways. Same thing you talking about that dumb rock for Islam. Yeah, they gonna look at you sideways. You talking about Rastafarianism? Yeah, they gonna look at you sideways. They gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you to a point where, man, you know, you're gonna have to put them in their place. You know, and you're gonna really start seeing those demons, you know what I'm saying, manifest themselves in front of you. It's like you're gonna really see it. They're gonna be heckling you, they're gonna be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of reason this. Or, you know, Christ save us all. John 3:16. You know, they're gonna be start saying all those things. You're gonna have to deal with it. And you're gonna have to be a brother to let them know what's going on. Now, the reason important is that is because once you tell them, you know what I'm saying, you can feel at ease yourself that you try to help that brother and sister. That blood on your, that, you know, you can just wash it off your hand. Because you try to tell them, you trying to warn them. Like the Lord didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be on your conscience like, you know, dang, man, that's just a celebrate birthday. Well, you told her that she can't celebrate birthday. She should have listened to the prophet. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen time and time again, right? And you read the scriptures, it's plenty of time where the people didn't want to listen to the prophet. You know what I'm saying? The prophet came around there and told them to listen. Like Noah. Noah came around there and told them to look, there's a flood gonna come. You know, you gotta get ready. Who's with me? Who's gonna come aboard? You know, nobody want to listen to Noah. Everybody thought Noah was crazy. Next thing you know, flood came. And then what? Everybody, no, let me in. Let me in. You know what I'm saying? Let me in. Try to get. Nah, you should have listened to me a long time ago. That ain't nothing new, man. As the scriptures clearly say, ain't no new thing under the sun. Every prophet had to go out there and harden their forehead against the people and tell the people on the corner, when he was on the corner, like, listen, man, the ways that we doing is wrong. We got to come back to the Lord. And thus says the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We had to deal with each other in a way that the Lord see fit. It's always been like that. And this time ain't no different. This time right here, brothers in the UPK is telling them brothers and sisters, listen, you better not vote. You better stop aborting your babies. Right. You better go and change your ways. Come back to the Lord. Don't worry about Kamala Harris. Don't worry about Joe Biden. Stop worrying about Trump. Don't worry about this World War III like that. Worry about us. Worry about what happens when this war happens and Walmart decides, like, you know, white onlys. Like, Costco be like, white onlys first. Worry about that. You know, worry about how we gonna survive. Worry about our community have a fortress around to make sure no one can come in here and kill us. You know, so like unalive us. Worry about that. And that's what UPK is trying to put in play right now under Commander Junior Hunter. That's what our people need to realize. We're doing it for the benefit of our people surviving. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if you don't want to listen, you know, it's a lucky. You know, you know, got extra chicken back there for toss the pot. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But the blood's not in your hands. Then you warn the people. Our job is to go out there and prophesy into the wind. Prophesy this word here in the wind. Who hears it? That's up to the Lord. Who wakes up from it? That's up to the Lord. It's not up to me. I just have a job and a duty to go out there and prophesy and tell the people what's going on. Isaiah, go read that. Isaiah 58:1. That's a good one. You know what I'm saying? And there's another one. This is being a brother. This is all about being a brother. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 58:1. Now I'm gonna put it like this: like, you know, you got a brother. You got a brother.
Yes, sir.
You and your brother see eye to eye on everything. Yeah, you gotta raise your voice, right? Isaiah 58:1.
Slack. Khan Adawan, this is the book of Isaiah 58, chapter 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
And that's what we got to do. Now, you say you want to be a man of the Lord, right? A warrior for the Lord in his army. This is what we're going to do. On every Saturday, we're going to, our brothers and sisters, we're going to cry aloud, spare not, and lift up our voice like a trumpet. Now, you brothers are going through Hebrew Academy. Everything y'all going to do, you know, it's all about building up the bass in your voice. I'm talking about, it's like it's all about building up the bass in your voice. So you can cry loud, spread not. You understand? And you're going to lift your voice up like a trumpet. You ain't got to worry about your voice getting hoarse after you go to Hebrew Academy. You can get you right. Ain't it right, Dutch Young? You thought you had a voice, you have to worry about getting water. You ain't got to worry about that. You can be out there all day. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't getting too much into that. But for all the brothers who are participating, man, congrats. You know what I'm saying? We see you Sunday, September 15th. September the 15th. You know what I'm saying? This is where you're going to experience brotherhood and everything else. That's all I'm going to say. I do not want to get no issues with that. You know what I'm saying? But Salaki though. But anybody else got anything? Anything else? Any other brotherhood? We talked about, you normally like 8:30 or something like that. 8:30. I need to go. I gotta get up in the morning. You want to pass it? Yeah. You want to pass the class off? All right, cool. I'm gonna pass the class off to Priest Officer 1000 for Hall. Yeah, you do it now. Okay. Do it now. Somebody can turn the camera towards us. All right. This is, and you can just tilt it up with the you just actually tilt the lens. All right. Yeah, that should be 2 hours. I'm going to move over a little bit. That's 2 hours. All right, this is the ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Next, remember tithes, which is a commandment that can be found in Numbers 18 and 21, and also Malachi 3, 8 through 10. In the Hebrew, it means ma'ashra. It means a tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Also, we do have a priest fund, which is a free will offering. It is not mandatory, but it's greatly appreciated. It can be funds, a bottle. You know, if it's on your heart to give, go ahead on and give that. Up and coming holy convocations. Salaki, it's the Feast of Tabernacles, correct? Feast of Tabernacles, that'll be coming up. And there'll also be a camping trip around that time. So brothers, contact Delaware and we'll get it together. With that being said, if you want to be a trooper in the school, remember to wear all black boots, pants, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, man of Israel, a micah, which means to stand. Man of Israel, a micah Shabbat. Micah, Barak, Yahweh, Yadmatah, Sar to the sisters. We're going to turn to the sisters and give them a courtesy salute. Man of Israel, a micah Shabbat. Amijah, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alakum, by Shimi Aroshah, Yajimata, class dismissed.